Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Elderand. Probably our last episode. In our previous episode, we managed to release and then defeat Elderand Tama. And that got us a thingy that I'm fairly certain belongs to this lady. I did off-camera replenish my potions, just because that's me running back and forth. Kind of boring. But quick and easy enough. Missing. Interesting. Where'd she go? Where did you find this? Do you know what this is, boy? I understand. Only someone of your power could be capable of taking the glimpse of the Titan from its resting place. But what do you want me to do with it? Yes, I can do that. It's a pleasure to be able to touch such a rare specimen, something so primordial. But be careful. The powers of this artifact are beyond our comprehension. It contains the very essence of Elderand. Hunter, no matter what, do not allow this to fall into the wrong hands. Or worse, do not allow it to confuse your mind. It is likely to make you see things that don't seem real. Nameless realities. Take care of yourself, Hunter. May you return alive so we may all celebrate the victory of Elderand together. Glimpse of Dominion. The truth is out there, forged the glimpse of the Titan. To its bearer, all windows and doors have been opened. All the nuances of reality are made comprehensible. And in the face of infinity, all life seems infinitely small. Hunter, I haven't seen Aloria for a while now. She seems almost obsessed with the cult. She's been saying strange things and neglecting her owls. Aloria definitely isn't well. I'm afraid that the terrible events we've been facing have damaged her young mind. Without Aloria, Tarakan would have already fallen prey to a tragic destiny. Alright, still need Prion carapaces for that. What do you need? You need steel, wood, and flaming essence? Well, great news. More of same? Sure, great news. More of same? Sure, great news. And now you need more flaming essences. So we don't have that, but you know that's pretty good, I feel like. Were we to switch that back to one of the others? Yeah. Complete downgrade. Partial downgrade. Bit of a mix. Trying to do the spell. Whatever. I'm never gonna successfully do that in combat. Alright, so given that we now have that ring, do I need to equip it probably? Makes corruption visible. Yeah. Hold on, let's double check to see if anybody here is looking corrupted. No, you all look fine. Okay. I do wish I could just like hold down the button to just like move across. Feels like the most likely place is over here. So, save. Yep. Oh, there she is. Forgive me, Hunter. I won't be weak again. Oh, cool. Whoa, less cool. This feels like like, you know, in Castlevania and stuff where like, you have the option to fight the boss and like, there's a hidden like puppet. You had your chance to defeat Aloria. still impenetrable. So, alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go here, we're gonna save, but we're gonna save here. And now we're gonna go back to the main menu and load back into that same save. But we're gonna fight the thingy that was orbiting her instead. Gloria, you are making this difficult. Disenchant the witch. Save Eloria. There we go. Cool. All right. I'm glad that I correctly interpreted what was happening. And it does also the same thing there. Cool. Eloria, wakey wakey. You okay? I just need some time. Alright. In that case, alright, so I'm going to treat this as... I'm just gonna overwrite this main save file. This feels like the move. Is it gone? Yes. Alright, so presumably what we need to do now is go to that spot directly north of this one, directly above it. But before we do that, let's go see if she's back in town. Yes, hello. So, did you find what you wanted? No. Right, I am going to replenish my potion, so give me a second. Alright, and now that that is replenished, we can go here, save, and continue on. Cool, making good progress, it feels like. Okay, why is this guy kicking my ass? Hold on. Maybe we just jump over him. Straight across. Max potions, well, max large potions, nearly at a level. Oh! Oh, what do we want to bet? That there's other... the other places where we've seen thorns, I bet that there's corruption near them. Also, this is definitely the easier route that I just took to get to that thing. Way less dangerous. Oh. Pretty neat that we got the chance to, like, either defeat or, yeah, alright. So, shit, how do I deal with that, though? I can see it, but that doesn't mean I can do anything with it. Ah, cool. Neat that it disappears. Can I... No. Okay. try the one up here. I'm not feeling super optimistic about it, but okay. Aha! Hey, what are you? Loshar's whip. No. Shock damage. That is pretty cool. Enough to like replace the sword I've been using. The sword I've been using is real good. Yeah, like, boy, that is not even close in terms of damage output. Why is that so? Make them work twice as fast. Hit them twice. Oh, so does this do 2 hits for every one? Interesting. Alright, where else had, like, the crystal thorns? Okay, I see it. So can I commit X? Yes, wow. I'm shocked that that worked. That's kind of silly, but also I'm okay with it. And I'll grab those $20. Oh, does that mean that I can get into the other place by throwing axes? Oh, shit. Ooh, large sword. Impaling dash. Forward, melee attack. Gosh, it is pretty strong. Great sword for those who possess great strength. It is a little slower though. Shit. Yeah, word. This is the only one for me. Ooh, Unbreakable Zeal. Vengeful Thorns. Ooh. Does lower our crit chance, which kind of sucks by a lot. Yeah, I might stick with what I've got. where else were there thorns? We're now at a point where I need to remember things, and that's not a good point. Reasonably sure we're clear there. Reasonably sure we're clear there. Were there thorns left? No, that was a magic door, if I remember correctly. Ritual. That spot right there remains like super sus to me. The one in the middle of the map there. Boss fight. What's that spot up there at the top? Not me being constitutionally incapable of leaving $20 on the ground. Up somewhere here. There we go. It's actually pretty fun that the axe is proving to be like the secret sauce that I was making. Ah, okay, yeah, this is a thing that I need to find. That might be the first one of those that we killed. Here, the huge protector. Is that also a shield? Yeah. No special thing. And terrible crit chance debuff. This cult gear is strangely light given its size. Alright. So that's that spot. Taken care of. Again, I kind of wish that there was like check marks on the points of interest. Nope. Oh, dang it. I think we've made a terrible mistake. And the real terrible mistake is that we're now no longer level 69. Yeah. Goodness, it's so far. Fast travel. Were there thorns? Honestly, I don't think so. Thorns down here? I don't think so. It's entirely possible that the little face has been getting more cracked, and it's just not showing us every time. I know I certainly wouldn't, rehash that every single time. No, okay. Do I think that maybe Amon has like a corruption thingy? Maybe. Ooh, could it be? I don't super think this is going to be the case, but there is that kind of weird cult bit down here. There could be like a hidden corruption thing down here. No, damn. It's one of the last remaining like spots that I'm like, I don't know what the deal is here. Over there. I know where we need to go. No, face the right direction. No, no. It was, yeah, just right over here. You know what I mean. No, this is not that. How do I do this? I don't know how to open it. In my head, that was a thorn thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I clearly need to like come back here and deal with the thorn thing, but that's not a thorn thing. All right, let's check them on. Maybe he's also got like a an orbity corruption thing. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, I was playing way too aggressive there. To my knowledge, we don't have the ups to get to that spot. Don't know how to put something down to hold that spot open to get into there. Let's go here and travel backwards? Look who's back. I do enjoy using the crouch animation to simulate sitting down. It's just a fun use of resources. I'm 90% sure that we're good here. Oh, come on. Yeah. Love it. Been in here. Remember any crystal thorn bits, corruption bits in this area? This area was also fairly stressful for me, so I could easily be wrong. Oh, that was actually a small potion, not a large potion. Dang it. Reasonably confident there's not a thing over here, but yeah, I'm kind of out of ideas. Talk to the townie again. Lori has been behaving strangely. We were discussing fortification strategies for tracking, and she said nothing. She simply turned her back and walked out of the village, and then the color of her eyes changed, taking a new shade, sometimes white, sometimes gold, quite different from the natural green. Something's happening to her. I just hope this doesn't have anything to do with the cult. Honor and glory. It's weird that we got that dialogue, because I'm pretty sure that we talked to her while Eloria was missing, and she didn't say a damn thing. So did you find what you wanted? Sort of. I'll be honest, I'm a little stumped. Rather than Because I feel like, you know, obviously we could just like systematically revisit every single spot. I feel like probably the answer is I need to do something with one of these cult places, and I just haven't done whatever it is I need to do. Like, I need to be wearing the right piece of gear or something. Head back in here. Not expecting to find anything, but yeah, good stuff. Guess we could go talk to Hammer Guy again. Try to, at least. Nope, still nothing to say. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look it up. We're not having any luck. I don't know what to do now. Like, in my head, there's like little check marks next to like all these. So yeah, alright. I'm gonna just look it up. BRB. Alright. I think I've got it. There's a couple of things we need to do. So, bump. So this one, apparently, the trick, use longsword, is somewhere. Thought I had this. Gotcha. Large sword, not long sword. That's pretty cool. And what does this do? Orin's Rage is pretty cool. Okay. I am gonna switch back to old reliable though. Is that all of the map? Not quite. Alright, so, I'm gonna save that. I would not have figured that out. Similarly, apparently there's a hint for this in one of the notes, but I don't know how people interpreted this. So apparently what we've got to do is come over here and just stand in the middle of these candles for a minute. Hold on. Double check this. Stay in the room for several minutes, nothing happened. Just move between the gaps, between the guys with the black robes. Ritual started. Must stand still on the 3 lit candles in front of the priest's pulpit. Alright. Alright. It looks spiky on the inside. No queen rules forever. Perform all rituals. Fool's Gambit. Renders the wearer invulnerable during a fast dash, but reduces max health by 80%. Holy. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. I need my health. I am not skilled enough to not have 80% of my health. Not even close. Alright. Now, apparently, the answer to like what we need to do next is to go defeat a mon. So I actually was on the right path with that. I think that would be a potion. We are short one. Let's try this being a little more conservative with our... Couldn't quite make it. Status effect. Nope. I played way too aggressive again. All right, there we go. Crackly, crackly. Master of Serpents was defeated. We're a little short now on potions again, but no, I'm a little on the fence about. No, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna go replenish those. See y'all in a bit. Alright, we are replenished. I'm gonna save. It doesn't take that long for me to do that. The replenishing, I mean. Let's see what's over here. I assume that we just needed to crack. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. 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 Noted. Huh? I thought that they were going to be like 3 separate health pools, but it looks like it was actually just one health pool. Two-phase? Yeah, two-phase. Ooh, cool design. And here, me having used most of my health potions. Really should have. Okay. Arena is more complicated than I expected it to be. Got it. Die, goddammit. Defeat Nur. Third phase? Okay. I don't think it's third phase. I think this is just bit me out for cutscene purposes. Ooh. Is a run from the collapsing castle kind of situation? Now that's how you end a cycle. Purge all evil. Oh, cool. The end. The fall of Dan-Nur has done away with the cult's evil legacy. Oh, more zoomed in there. The promise of peace has finally been fulfilled. Cat? But for how long? That doesn't matter, because if something threatens us again, we'll be ready. A little bit of flash there. So cool. All right. Obviously I skipped a fair number of the lore thingies. Too many words all at once, and I was like, I don't feel like reading that. So that, I'm sure that if I read those and like thought them through, I'd have a better grasp on the story here. But it seems like, all right, yeah, you've got a world that was founded on the bones of a titan, kind of a la Owl House, I guess. And a civilization, the first men that show up, and there's something with old gods there. First men end up like diasporing out, and the blood that they needed to like deal with the old gods was no longer even on the continent, and so that's where I come in. I'm apparently descendant of the first men and all that stuff. Got this time loop maybe thing situation with the Elder Tamur, Eldu Tamur. I've already forgotten his name. You know, some eldritch, like more than 4 dimensions kind of stuff going on there. So that's fun. And you've got a cult that's determined to bring this back, and we're against the cult, but actually it seems like we might have some aligning goals with the cult about like, hey, we actually do the stuff that you're doing, just not the way that you're doing it. Regardless of the actual plot, I had a great time. I had a very enjoyable time with this game. 99.31. What you want to bet that remaining 0.7 is that little jumpy bit up there that I've not figured out. Actually, hold on. We might be able to figure that out right now, because when we defeated Homeboy, we went left immediately, but that might actually be a go right, you idiot situation. Yeah! Hey! Did we finally do it? 99.70. What have we missed? We've missed some secret room somewhere. Gosh, where? It could be literally anywhere. Because it's probably an illusory wall. Just eyeballing for, like, maybe right here, like. Hold up, there was a spot somewhere, and I've forgotten where. Was it in here? Yeah, somewhere in this castle there was like a spot, I remember, that like looked like you would go to the right, and it didn't. Where was that? I feel like that was here. No, not here. Over here, maybe. Yeah, this spot. Never did figure. I think this is just a case of the map doesn't actually like exactly equate, because we can go to the right over here, but look at where we are. So go down, go over. It says we're back in the same spot. So that was just the map isn't quite as detailed as I would like it to be. All right. That actually is one of my few complaints about the game. I do like this style of map is the classic, right? Like this is the Castlevania old school style of map, and it is functional. You see it in Castlevania, you see it in the Momodora games, you see it all over the place. I don't love it. It has a tendency to slightly mislead the player, like I did just there, where I went up somewhere and I was like, the map is telling me that there's a door right here. There's not. You needed to go down, and like I needed to go down by a story. That I got it, I guess. Question mark? Confusion? But overall, like that's honestly probably my biggest complaint about this game. other than it did fall prey to that classic Metroidvania, like, get to the end game and it's not clear what you need to do. Like, there's something specific, like, you need to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, in order to finish the game. And that was not, like, super obvious, and it felt like the kind of thing where, like, you could get turned around on it pretty easily. But I was happy. The music was cool. Sound effects were solid. I really liked the graphics. The gameplay loop of, like, kill monsters, choose an attribute to level up, get the occasional weapon, upgrade that weapon, explore. That works pretty well. I do wish that there had been more, like, ability upgrade. I wish there was a little more on the platforming side, just because that's what I like. And I'll give you an example. The magic doors. We get a thing that lets us go through magic doors. The vibe of that was kind of a letdown. This is a key, and that's fine. Most abilities in games, when you boil them down, they're keys. But that could have been imbue your melee attack with a magical piercing, and so then you would attack the door and it would open. You're like, ah, cool, and give some super minor combat buff or whatever. But when it's just like, okay, the door opens for you, that's maybe a little bit of a letdown. It's cooler to get a double jump and now you can jump over the door, or get a ground pound and now you can smash open the floor or whatever. So there's a few things that didn't quite work as well for me. So kind of counterpoint, like the corrupted thorn things, getting the ring that lets you see the weak point to destroy them was way cooler than the magic doors. And occasionally it was a little obtuse, like, oh, I need to, like, throw my axe ability in order to do this, but we figured it out, and that's cool. Like, that, it took me a little bit to put the pieces together in my head, but then it's satisfying when we have put the pieces together. Speaking of satisfying, they're, like, getting the combat down, learning the, like, okay, I need to do this, and now this, and, like, hit, block, hit, block, like, figuring out the rhythm of the fights felt pretty good. Obviously, I fought Black Virtue way too much. Oh my god, she represents a really outsized proportion of my boss fight time. That's okay. And similarly, like the arena bit, like, okay, I actually, like, sat down and, like, worked it out. Like, okay, I can block these guys. These guys I need to do the back step in order to deal with. Honestly, the archers in the arena were the biggest problem for me, because they could fire across the arena and I would get, like, in trouble, take a lot of damage there. Getting the saddlebags, the, like, more health, more consumable item, or more potions, more consumable items at the arena felt maybe a little late in the game. I kind of wish we had gotten several potion carrying capacity upgrades over the course of the game. Like, I would have been super jazzed to get, like, 4 hours into the game and find, like, a potion pouch that increases my carrying capacity by 1. That would have been huge. I would have loved that. Getting carrying capacity of 2 late game, huge. I enjoyed that, but not quite as impactful. Let's see, what else? Narrative, we already touched on, like, some of the notes, like, probably should have been broken down into fewer notes, or more smaller notes. Gosh, I can't speak today. Because as it stands, like, you get a big block of text and you're like, I don't feel like it, Hoss. Simplify this down, spread it out. Let me fight some enemies, read a couple of sentences, fight some more enemies, read a couple more sentences. The fight with the 3 gargoyle things down in the lab, that was super cool. I loved that. Pretty sure that was a totally optional fight. I think a lot of the boss fights you probably could... Well, no. I was gonna say I think a lot of the boss fights were optional, but actually I don't think they were. And it might be that they the boss fights had flags that I overlooked because I just went ahead and did the fights. Who knows? Really appreciated that we could defeat bosses in kind of order of our own choosing. So like the whole us fighting Black Virtue before Steris, that was cool. I appreciated that was possible. Yeah, I think maybe the game could have used a little more enemy variety. Like, there's some pretty clear palette swaps. Not even like pretty clear. Like, just there were palette swaps. Really tell with like the lizardy things that slashed and spat at you. It's like, okay, here's the normal one. Here's a more poisonous, shocky one, and here's a fire one that does a lot of damage. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, the resources you've got as much as you can, but it does make some enemies feel kind of samey. It makes the world feel smaller to have palette swaps, I guess. Yeah, I kind of think not much else to say. I really enjoyed this game. I was not expecting this game. I basically started playing this game and then like couldn't put it down. Like, if you guys look at the recording dates, it's just like, wow, this is a really like tight sequence of recordings because I had such a good time playing this. So that is a delight. I'm very happy with this game. Glad that I played it. Glad that I beat it. Glad that I got the endings. Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Last things, yeah. Oh, I did mention it in the when we got the first ending. Super happy with the translation. A lot of games, the writing is like very poorly translated and stuff, and that wasn't the case with this. So, props where props are due. Good localization. It's worth so much. Do good localization, games. And with that, yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Thank you guys very much for watching the series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I've had a great time playing this game. I'll see you in the next series. Until then, bye.